pink and blue machine.
A lot of damage on Tommy Klaus's car. Would have been very surprised if he was back.
Absolutely. This is going to be a great battle up front. Young Harrison with Brock Dean. This will be an absolute ripper. Harrison is throwing everything to the wind. Brock Dean has been around this game for a long, long time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 20 laps of journey. Let's rip the left into 1 and 2. The Midgets at Ozdeck Patios, Archerfield Speedway. Time to get in where you fit in. And Rusty Whittaker carries the front wheels out of turn 2, sits down in fifth spot. Callum Walker goes to the high side. Brock Dean will lead across the strike, but Harrison, slide job. Comes up in front out of 1 and 2, but Brock Dean snicks down back underneath. The Alley World number 8 of Brock Dean will lead across the strike. Harrison settles down in a second spot. Mitchell Rook settles down in a third. Rusty Whittaker fourth. Callum Walker's the next one in the queue from Brad Dawson. Here comes young Smith. Looking to get his nose down underneath on the 81 machine. Can't quite get the job done. Scotty Farmer sitting right in amongst us as well. Oh, Walker bounces the curl chassis through turns 1 and 2. Keeps himself going. Tim Farrell, he's got a broken front end. He comes to the infield. Down the back straight one more time. Brock Dean leading this one. 5 in the bank, 15 to run. Harrison, that is young Brad Harrison, settling down in a second spot. Mitchell Rook. Oh, we got Farmer. He's come unstuck, the NLT machine, and is facing up against the tractor tyre in turn number 4, Trev. The Midgets really has impressed me. The last couple of rounds is sitting in third spot, Trev.
Yeah.
Young Mitchell Rook.
Yeah, definitely. He's done a great job, but I tell you what, Rusty Whittaker, he'll be keen to relieve Rook of that third position as we go back to green.
Single file past the code, and one more time, get in where you fit in through 1 and 2. Everybody gets through nice and clean, and down the back straight. Brock Dean leads this one from Harrison. Then we go back to Mitchell Rook. Whittaker putting him under pressure. Sticks the 89 down underneath. Oh, we got one over. That's Bodie Smith.
Huge stump there for Bodie Smith. He just got in there and got the car sideways, and it's just tripped over its own wheels.
It's hit the rut, mate, and away she went.
Yep, it just tripped over its own wheels. No one else involved in that, and that was a big dump for young Bodie Smith.
The SBR Iguana Signs number 77 machine. And that's the things with the Midgets, isn't it, mate? When they go, they're gone.
Yeah, unlike a sprint car, they don't have that big wing to cushion the impact as they hit the ground. So more often than not, you'll see a Midget, when it starts rolling, it'll actually gain momentum.
And the crash crew once again electric. Straight there, quick as possible. Bodie moving around. He's got his gloves off by the looks of things.
Yeah.
And the visor's up.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's asking if he can actually restart that thing. Can I go? Can I go again?
He's built tough like his old man, that's for sure. Crash crew again, fantastic job. And
looks like the first aid guys are just checking to make sure that he is A-OK.
Yeah, it's a violent roll. I don't know if you've ever been upside down in a race car like that, Trev. I certainly have. It rattles the eyeballs, that's for sure. And it takes a little while just to compose yourself.
I used to race tarmac Macca, and I had one of the biggest crashes in an open wheeler at Lakeside.
Oh, make some noise, Archerfield! Bodie Smith climbs out on top of the Iguana Signs SBR number 77.
Yeah,
a little bit ginger.
I think he might be a little groggy, Macca. And no disrespect to the young man, but wouldn't be surprised.
Yep, there won't be enough room in there with Ricky in there.
No. Well, lucky Bodie's not that big.
That's it.
It's a tiny car, and Rick's not a small person. But they're going to they'll take him back to the first aid centre, and they'll check him over and make sure he's okay.
A round of applause for him, folks, up there through turns 1 and 2.
in here at Ausdeck Patios, Archerfield Speedway.
So we've seen enough demo derby already, you reckon, mate, from all the crashes tonight? You don't need one this Harvey.
No, but they're all hanging around for that, I can guarantee you, as we go back to green in the feature.
We go one more time for the Polarised Series, and have a look at this up front. Brock Dean doing everything he can at the moment to hang off Bradley Harrison. Wheels up in the E-Pave, number 21. He is giving it everything he's got in the 21 machine after Brock Dean at the moment. The battle for first and second. Rusty Whittaker sitting right in amongst it. If you snooze, you lose. Oh, one in the fence.
I believe that is Scotty Doyle.
It is the second of the Nelson Motorsport machines. The
Scott,
89A.
Dead set. Scott Doyle. If he had no luck, he wouldn't have any luck. Unbelievable. Just cannot win a trick, Scotty Doyle, this season. Absolutely. And looks like...
Yeah, left-hand rear
I was
damage.
just about to say left rear, looks like it's punctured. And it sort of bounced itself up into the wall and then popped off the wall and flipped over on its side. But just... I think if Scotty could have this season over again, he would, without a doubt. It has been an absolute shocker.
Has been, well and truly. I do trust you're enjoying it right here at Ausdeck Patios, Archerfield Speedway, folks. If you are sitting at home and you're listening, Rusty Whittaker sits in the top 3. Brad Dawson in the 81 machine sits in the top 4. Mitchell Rook, a great drive in the top 5. Callum Walker, Scott Farmer now out of this race. Chris Singleton will move up in his spot in 7th, and Zach McDonald. We go green one more time. 12 laps left to run in this one. And they spread themselves out right through turns 1 and 2. Oh, Harrison right up near the fence. Does a great job not to give it a kiss. Settles down into 2nd spot, but he is under pressure from Whittaker. Have a look at the 89 Polarised machine. Whittaker right on the hammer of Harrison, who's all over the back end of Brock Dean, the top 3. You can throw a tea towel over him. Brad Dawson back there in 4th. Mitchell Rook under attack from Chris Singleton in the 46 machine. Battle on battle on battle right through the field. Oh, wheels up from Harrison. Rusty Whittaker says, I've had enough, I'm out of here.
That's the second time Harrison's done that on the front straight away in consecutive laps.
Rusty Whittaker now moves up into 2nd spot. Harrison moves back to 3rd. Look at the battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Brad Dawson bounces his way through 3 wide.
Oh, Harrison's pulled in.
Harrison to the infield.
Harrison DNF. That puts Singo up into 3rd.
Brock Dean leads the way in the alley well, number 8, 6 laps left to run this time by. Whittaker now finds himself up there in the 2nd spot. The battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Mitch Rook, Brad Dawson, Callum Walker, Zach McDonald, Cal Watmore, Ricky Harrison and young Tony Stephen not out of this either. Yellows are on. Oh, we got the 13 of, we just mentioned, and then young Tony
It's
Stephen.
upside down. Upside down in turns 1 and 2. Well, you just gave him the commentator's curse macker. You mentioned him and we turn around and there he is on his side up in 1 and 2. Great job from Singo at the moment in Bernie's, Dylan Burns, 46, he's doing a great job.
I tell you what, hasn't he had some pedalers this year? McGough started the season.
Yeah. Glenn
Wright did a fantastic job until a few mechanical woes.
Yeah.
Bernie was going to actually pull the car out, got his own engine out of the car. Singo said, well, don't, I'll put mine in it. Let's keep running it. I'll run the engine, you run the car. Let's make it a partnership and finish the season.
Yeah.
And Singo is driving the best he has driven in ages. The thing is absolutely railed. Oh well, folks, do trust you've enjoyed this one. 15 in the bank and 5 to run. Brock Dean from the drop of the green. Let's go racing one more time. Rip the lip into 1 and 2. And it is an absolute swarm as they come out of turns 2, down the back straight into 3 and 4. Everybody jumps on the brakes. Brock Dean leads the way over Rust. Oh, another one over. That is Ricky Harrison.
Yeah, whatever's happened, it's left it a big smouldering mess because the Mopar's smoking. He may well have. Yeah. Wouldn't be the first one.
Ricky just moving around in the car there, just undoing the helmet, I think.
Not sure, eh? I just went into 1 and 2 and the car sort of flooded a bit, and then coming off the corner it just lost power, like the fuel shut down or something, so that's racing. And
well, there we go, Macca back to green.
Single file one more time. Brock Dean for the drop of the green, leads it again. Whittaker settles down into 2nd spot. Hot pursuit is Chris Singleton settling down into 3rd spot. Callum Walker starting to come into this now, sits down in the top 5. Everybody spreads out across the track. Callum Walker gives Mitchell Rook a little love tap as they come up the front straight and into 1 and 2. It reads as Brock Dean, Chris Singleton, Rusty Whittaker, Mitchell Rook and Callum Walker in the top 5. Make that Brad Dawson as they come across the strike, the 81 pilot. Starts to pick them off. It'll be 1 lap to travel in a very eventful polarised round number 10 for the Midgets. Brock Dean leading, 2 car lengths at the moment. Back to Chris Singleton having the drive of his life. Checkered flag at the ready and Brock Dean will get the win over Singo. Rusty Whittaker hangs on to 3rd over Mitchell Rook. Brad Dawson, Zach McDonald, Callum Walker. And rounding them out will be Cal Watmore, who ended up on the infield as they crossed the line. Archerfield makes some noise for a very eventful midget polarised series. And our winner, Brock Dean. Home in 2nd spot, and I tell you what, he will be absolutely wrapped. Chris Singleton hangs on to 2nd spot, and Rusty Whittaker in the Nelson Motorsport number 89 machine will get home for 3rd. The Alley World number 8. Boy, oh boy, he had to fight for that one. Bradley Harrison threw everything he had him at the start of that one and just kept fighting them off one at a time. He'll take the helmet off, rip off the Hans device. And Singo will just get pushed away in the next gen machine. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Brock Dean. Oh, what a feature, Trev.
Oh, absolutely cracker. And safe for all the yellows, but still, we got there in the end. As we just wait for 2nd and 3rd to make their way up here. Just waiting for Rusty Whittaker and Chris Singleton to make their way up. So